How's it going, garden people? Welcome to the Hidden Gardens. It's mid to the end of April. I'm going to take a walk through the front yard Wonderland garden as well as the side front yard. Quite a bit's changed since the beginning of the April walkthrough up here. Starting here, you can see the hellebores are still going strong. Absolutely beautiful flowers. I'm definitely adding to these. Even the two that I transplanted are just like they barely skipped a beat, which is fantastic. I really didn't mess with the roots too much, so that's probably why. But these flowers are so beautiful, and they've been blooming for weeks and weeks at this point. And the coral bark Japanese maple, absolutely adore this Japanese maple. It's beautiful. The red bark is fantastic in the winter, and the leaves are just starting to come out, and they'll be a beautiful, like a lime green. Spectacular. Dragon Prince Cryptomeria looking a little dry. We had a dry winter and we're in a bit of a drought now, so I'm going to give it some more water and fertilizer. Hopefully it'll come out of it. Ruby Tears Crabapple is budding up, and this Piers japonica is excitingly doing. It's on the struggle bus, but it was on the struggle bus when I planted it, so the fact that it made it through the winter and is actually putting off a little bit of flowers there is really great news. So hopefully this time next year it'll look much better. Tough Stuff hydrangea starting to leaf out right there. Blue Wonder Catmint in the middle here looking well, as well as the salvia that I planted. So that's good news. Lots of things are coming back. This Miss Lemon Abelia looks like we're a little bit more semi-evergreen for the abelias in my Zone 7 garden. But once it leaves out, this is about the third year in the garden, and I love that plant. It's so pretty. It's just, it's a trooper for sure. Another Dragon Prince, which is looking better. That one's already been planted for about a year. Black Dragon Cryptomeria here, which I love those trees. Just really, really sturdy, steady trees. And the rabbits did save us some tulips, so that's good as well. Looks like I need a new mat for the front step, and the inside of the house, it's an older house, so it needs a lot of work. And when I can't take doing work on the inside anymore, I retreat to the outside garden, and it's just a fabulous place and space to relax and recharge. These two Tina Sargent crabapple trees right here are starting to leaf out, this one and the one on the other side there. So that's fabulous. They made it through the winter. Definitely an exciting time in the garden to see all the things starting to pop up and come back to life. Dwarf honeysuckle back there, and this Temple of Bloom 7 sunflower is starting to leaf out, so that's super exciting. And it looks like this Japanese holly sky pencil is hanging on anyways, so we trim back the dead. And gardenia down there, I think I'm going to pull that, but the butterfly bushes seem to be doing well. This smoke tree, it's a smoke tree. Can't remember the variety right now, but that one is alive and it's look like it's going to come up. And these Dragon Prince Cryptomeria as well, looking a little worse for wear, but hopefully they'll bounce back. And of course, it's showtime for the Snow Fountains Weeping Cherry, and it is absolutely glorious. The hole left by the branch that I trimmed in a previous video, that'll fill in. But the bees are already on top of this plant, and it's just wonderful. Really, really super pretty plant. This tree is pretty much the tree that started it all for all the garden plants up in this area. I started with this one tree, moved it around a few times. It landed here, and I just kept going from there. And the Castle Spire, I did get replacement plants for all the Castle Spire, hollies, as well as the Castle Rogue and whatnot, the pollinators for them. But I still have kind of hopes that they'll kind of leaf out a bit more, so we'll see what happens there. The Daffodils are starting to make their show over here which is fabulous as well. And again, you can see the castle spire. Blue holly trees are looking quite rough, but I'm hoping that they'll just come back with a vengeance. They did do that before after the bunnies got to them, and it's definitely the bunnies. There's just wreaking havoc, but this is their yard too, so I'm doing my best to just kind of work around and with them best I can. So they've pruned the bottoms and hopefully the tops will come up. Silver Mound Artemisia looking really well and coming back. I'm super excited about that. I really like that plant. Tradescantia grass is coming back. I wasn't sure about it, but it looks like we're getting some, so that's good. And the alliums, the bunnies got to those as well, so we'll see what we get for blooms there. But we do have quite a bit coming back. We've got some salvia there. Bee balm as well is coming back, some with a vengeance, as you'll see. And tulips in these pots are coming up. This bee balm right here is definitely trying to run away and into the grass, so we'll have to do a little editing there. But it looks like really quite a bit is coming back and coming up. Even this geranium is kind of filling in, so that's good. I may still try and transplant it though, but again, another moment for this Snow Fountains weeping cherry, because just beautiful. Did you see the hawk in the sky? I think it's a hawk. You'll see it again just about now. Really just a fabulous tree. Gets about 8 to 10 feet tall, 8 to 10 feet wide. Beautiful ornamental tree. I'm in love with that tree for sure. Now, if you're curious about specific varieties of the plants that I have here in the Hidden Gardens and more up-close looks while they're in bloom, check out the shorts videos on my channel. More plants coming back. This Weigelia I planted in a video a while back is coming up, so that's good. So a lot that I thought that I lost is coming back, which is fantastic. So super excited for this coming show of flowers and blooms and season. The glow stick Japanese hollies in the pots, I did buy replacements for. I couldn't help it. I had to do it. So I did buy the replacements, and I'll plant those in there sometime soon here. Everything that needs to be cut back has been, and for the most part, things have been cleaned up. The war on the weeds seems to be going well, at least so far this season. It looks like I've kind of gotten on top of at least this particular area of the front yard, the Wonderland Garden. So, just keep trucking away and going after it, and eventually you see progress. This lavender twist redbud looks to be coming back, so that's fantastic. And more Artemisia. We've got a double play blue kazoo spirea that's coming back here and in front of the other redbud on the other side of the walkway. So that's good. Hopefully they'll have a bit more room and more bulk this year. I'll replace this Japanese holly that's looking a bit crispy, as well as these Laura petalum. It looks like they didn't quite make it through our winter, but that's probably more of a me problem, a fall planting and not enough watering problem. So I think I'm going to give it another try because I really did like that look. I do have a few more hellebore plants to add to the garden over here, so I will be doing that for sure. I'm definitely a fan of collecting certain types of varieties of plants, and hellebores is definitely one of those plants on the collectibles list. And we've got the back view of this Pierre's japonica, and I'm just so excited that it came back. I was really worried about that plant, so I'm glad that it did. And I have an idea for where you see that white tag for another tree. I have a few in the waiting. Summer wine 9 bark is leafing out, and there's a bunch of irises popping up in this bed as well, so that's fantastic. This Beyond Midnight Caryopteris, I'm probably gonna pull. it just struggled ever since I planted it. So I don't think it's necessarily the plant itself. It might be the placement that I had it, or the watering, or probably a me problem rather than a plant problem. That's usually the issue, but we'll see how things go. And again, another more established Dragon Prince Cryptomeria, looking fantastic. I was also able to, while I was filming this video, to pop up this Ruby Falls Redbud because it was leaning just a bit and it was driving me up the wall. So I tipped it up. I was going to stake it, but the stake, So I ended up tipping it up, and I made sure that I stuffed the soil underneath there so there wasn't any big air pockets. But it was a fairly recent planted enough plant that I was able to kind of do that, so it wasn't completely really rooted in there really well. And moving on to the front curbside yard over here, the Gatsby Moon oak leaf hydrangeas leafing out. That's fantastic. Still a little work to do over here, but we've got the sedum that's coming back, and the sunset or sunrise, however you want to look at it, of daffodils is looking just absolutely amazing. Everything looks so beautiful for all of the daffodils that I planted over here. The alliums are a little bit chewed, but you know, what are you going to do? And again, the abelias, it seems, are a bit semi-evergreen over here, and it looks like 3 of the 4 I planted did take and are starting to leaf out a bit. As you can see, there's a few leaves coming back, so fantastic. More coming back on that abelia as well, so super glad that those are taking and coming back. I'll have some cut flowers to plant up in these boxes over here. The hydrangeas are starting to leaf out a little bit over here too, so that's exciting. So lots of fun things, lots of exciting things. I've got a weeping peach. It's not a fruiting kind, it's just a flowering kind. That I'm probably going to move over down close to the shed. I don't know, I'm not sure yet where exactly I want the placement for this one, but it's still very pretty. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing. It helps the channel out, it helps me out, and hopefully it'll help you out. And if you're returning, I hope that you've enjoyed the time in the garden and it's given you a little bit of time away from things and a little bit of inspiration, but mostly motivation. So I hope that this video inspires you to get out into your garden, follow along on your gardening journey, whatever that looks like for you. And thank you for coming along on mine.